So today we're on Broadstairs and we've just set up the Mars 400S. In particular, we want to try a range test. So it's ranged for 400 feet, which is 120 meters. And just over there, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, just over there, round where that next piece of cliff edge is.
Outcrop.
Yeah, is about 150 meters. So we're going to take a walk over there to see if the transmitter can do the 120 plus a little bit more. So that's what we're going to do now. Hello and welcome to the KaiCreative YouTube channel. My name is Kai Song and Hollyland recently sent me this, the Mars 400S wireless video transmission system. So if you're watching this video, there's a strong chance that you're looking at wireless video production for your video productions, maybe your corporate work, short films, or possibly even live streaming setups where clients want additional screens to see what is happening. In the past, you used to have to run long cables across the set, which wasn't always ideal, and normally everyone would huddle around one screen. But nowadays, things are a little different, and companies like Hollyland have made wireless video transmission much more accessible and affordable for your average videographer and content creator. And the Mars 400S is a good example of a wireless HD video transmission system which transmits ultra-low latency HD video and supports up to 1080p 60Hz resolution and supports both HDMI and SDI inputs and outputs. And another great feature of the Mars 400S is the iOS and Android app, which we will be having a look at later. So what exactly do you get out of the box? Well, of course, you get a transmitter that will attach to your camera, as well as a receiver that you can then connect to an external monitor. When it comes to construction, these units feel really solid, very well built, but not heavy at all. The units also come with an easy to read clear OLED display screen. They are easy to mount, and Hollyland supply you with an expansion mounting accessory as well as a cold shoe, which makes things much easier. The antenna are detachable, and Hollyland will send you 5, so you get 1 extra just in case. You can power both of the units by using the Sony L series NP-F type batteries for remote power. You can also power the unit with the DC adapter that Hollyland supply if you're inside and have access to a power outlet. You also get a very simple menu setup. I mean, you literally just have to turn these units on and they will work searching for the channels and connecting themselves together and then outputting your wireless video. They're super easy to use, and for me, that's a particularly important aspect, especially if you're at an event or a shoot and you have a lot of things on your mind already. You don't really want to have another complicated thing to set up and waste time and energy and add to your stress levels. And I think that the simplicity of this wireless video system really is a powerful selling point. When it comes to the menu system, you can choose the type of transmission that you want, and these include image, balance, and speed. Image is for the best possible image output that you can get, and that will sacrifice the speed. And speed, which will in turn sacrifice your image quality. And then you've got balance, which is kind of the best of both worlds, finding that sweet spot in the middle. As mentioned earlier, you can transfer 1080p images and you have HDMI and SDI outputs, so you can connect to your DSLR, your mirrorless camera, or even your more expensive cinema cameras. When it comes to distance, the Mars 400S should be able to transmit your video signal at around 400 feet, which is roughly 120 meters, and bear in mind that this is line of sight. Now, I really wanted to test this piece of equipment out in a real life scenario, like at a corporate event or a wedding, but because of my freelance events having all been cancelled this year, we decided to take our Mars 400S out to Broadstairs Beach for the day to test it out in a nicer environment. Hey, we are off to Broadstairs. Jay is driving us today to Broadstairs. Got my helpful assistant with me. A little bit tired at the moment. I literally, if I can work out the distance from here to there,
Yeah.
then I'm hoping that is going to be marked 70 meters. Oh, right, brilliant. So it does it for me. Sweet. It tells me how many meters. 150 meters to there.
And how much do you need to be at?
120 meters.
So it should cut out by those.
Technically, I'll go. So basically, I'm going to go all the way over there.
Yeah.
Right. and then I am going to phone you.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me whether you're still picking up video from here. So I'm on the other side now. Just going to phone Jay to see if he was able to pick me up. And Jay is there somewhere. Let's give him a ring. Let's go. Give him a ring and find out if all is well. Oh, hello? He's calling me. You're still there?
So yeah, it's working. I think you could go a little bit further. Yeah, it's still working, but when you walked past those bins, there was a little bit of interference and it stopped. And that was only halfway, and I thought, oh, that's very short. But no, the image is still clear and good. So I think you can go around the corner.
So we got to about 150 meters, according to Google Maps, just before our live feed started to cut out. As mentioned before, the distance is line of sight, so as soon as we started to venture around the corner, we kept losing signal. But also, if you have objects or walls in the way, you will lose signal a lot sooner than at 120 meters. I think we tested it at around 30 meters outside in the garden, and as soon as we went into the house, we lost signal. So ideally, this would be useful in an open environment or maybe in the same room with little obstruction. So for things like client events or productions, promo videos, adverts, where you're kind of all in the same studio, the same auditorium, or the same hall. And really, you do have to ask yourself, what types of scenarios are you going to be filming in or streaming in that will require wireless video at a distance of 120 or 150 meters? I personally can't think of any scenarios where I would really need that kind of distance. Now, one of the great features of this piece of technology has to be the Hollyland app. You can scan the QR code at the back of the user manual to download the app, and then you can connect to the actual app by scanning the QR code on the back of the transmitter. And it's as simple as that. You can now start viewing live video via your mobile device. You can also set it up to work on 4 mobile devices simultaneously, so multiple stakeholders can sit in and watch while you film live, which is great. Or is it? Would you really want that many people monitoring your work while you're filming? So depending on what you're planning to do, it might be in your interests to not actually mention that bit of functionality to your client. In the app itself, you have different graphs and charts available, and you can record video files as well as freeze frame and take notes as well as watch the live video. Good, affordable wireless video used to be quite a costly endeavor, but thanks to companies like Hollyland, these portable solutions are becoming more and more cost effective. So how much will this particular unit set you back? Well, currently the Mars 400S is selling on Amazon for around £500 or about $650 for our friends in the United States. And I've left a little link down in the description box below if you're interested in purchasing one. So is wireless video technology something that you need for your video and content creation? If so, let me know what you're using it for or planning on using it for down in the comment section below. Again, a massive thank you to Hollyland for sending me their Mars 400S wireless video transmission unit. And actually, they've literally just sent me the Mars 300 Pro transmission system. So I'll be doing a review of that soon on the KaiCreative channel and maybe a side-by-side comparison in the future. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so already, do consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and tapping that bell button for notifications. So that's it for me today. All that's left to say is stay creative, imagine, implement, and inspire. And I'll see you next time on KaiCreative.